Ikaw ang pangulo para sa pagbabago. Sawa na ang bayan ko sa magnanakaw na tao. Madilim na kahapon, ikaw ang mag-aahon. Sa piling mo, di ko mawawala.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
Tayo na magbago, hawak kamay tayo para sa pag-asenso. Ikaw at ako, tayong lahat kay Rodrigo Duterte, para sa tunay na pagbabago. Masdan mo ang paligid, alamak mga krimen, rape, droga at mga nakawan, dapat nga mapigilan. Tayo na Pilipinas, tayo na magbago. Hawak kamay tayo para sa pag-asenso. Ikaw at ako, tayong lahat kay Rodrigo Duterte, para sa tunay na pagbabago.
Why am I here? I am here because I love my country and I love the people of the Philippines.
Ikaw at ako, tayong lahat kay Rodrigo Duterte, para sa tunay na pagbabago. Ikaw ang pangulo para sa pagbabago. Sawa na ang bayan ko sa magnanakaw na tao. Madilim na kahapon, ikaw ang mag-aahon. Sa piling mo, di ko mawawala ang korupsyon.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
Hawak kamay tayo para sa pag-asenso. Ikaw at ako, tayong lahat kay Rodrigo Duterte, para sa tunay na pagbabago.
Good afternoon. May we request everyone to please be seated as we start our program. May we call on Marawi City Mayor Mahul Gandamra for his welcome remarks.
A pleasant good afternoon to all of you. To our dearest President, our beloved President, Mayor Rodrigo Roa Duterte, HADSI and Task Force Bangon Marawi Secretary Eduardo Del Rosario, National Housing Authority General Manager Marcelino Escalada Jr., DND Secretary Delphin Lorenzana, Armed Regional Governor Mujib Ataman also would like to take this opportunity to thank him for the establishment of an integrated transport and food terminal. Lanao del Sur Governor Vice Soraya Bijuria Alonto Adyong and Vice Governor Mamintal Bombit Adyong, representative from the various national agencies, other cabinet members, officials from the Armed Forces of the Philippines, the Philippine National Police, members of the civil society, other stakeholders, residents of Marawi City, ladies and gentlemen, again, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We are here once again at the Barangay Sagunsungan, not just to turn over the gift of more temporary shelters to more Marawi IDPs, but also to give them the gift of hope, of resilience, of strength. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored to welcome all of you here to this event, which is yet another milestone in the history of the rehabilitation of Marawi City. This turnover ceremony has been made possible through the efforts, encouragement, and love from all those who have pitched in the quest to bring things in Marawi back to normalcy after what had happened last May 2017. These temporary shelters are proof that we have moved on, even if it is still transitional. Hopefully, we can move on to something more permanent and more lasting. I would like to take this opportunity to all those who have taken part in this project to help Marawi City and all other endeavors intended to give the gift of dignity to those who in the past month and in the last year experienced unspeakable hardship and struggles that are entailed with the loss of home and livelihood. And with that, we would like to thank our dearest President, our beloved President, Mayor Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Because of your efforts, you have brought countless smiles on our faces. For some, these dwellings may even be their first decent roof above their heads ever. I would like to thank again the administration and of course the President himself for taking the lead and initiating so many projects and giving so many forms of assistance to Marawi City. We know it has been very difficult for you all, given all this problem here in our country, to find the ways and means to get help here in Marawi City. But you did it, sir. And we are happy with it and proud of you all. We are very, very eternally thankful to all of you for giving your love and concern to your fellow Filipinos here in Marawi City. Hindi po namin nararamdaman na kami po ay naiwan o iniwan na mag-isa sa harap ng mga nangyari dito sa amin sa Marawi City. Kaya po, maraming salamat po, maraming Pangulo, sa inyong pagdamay at huwag po sana kayong magsawa sa pagtulong sa amin dito sa Marawi City. For the families that will be receiving their temporary shelters today, you have been blessed with golden opportunity to rise again. Nabigyan kayo ng isang pagkakataon para makabangon muli at makapag-umpisa ng maayos at matiwasay. Napakaswerte po natin at biniyayaan tayo ng maraming tulong galing sa magagandang loob at sa ating gobyerno. And I just hope and pray that all of us will be able to do our share in bringing Marawi back to her feet again. And your smiles, I see the hope and determination to keep going in spite of the odds. And that gives us in the city administration and the province of Lanao del Sur and the autonomous region in Muslim Mindanao the will to carry on in serving you the best that we can. In the next few years A new Marawi shall rise. And you, my fellow Marawians, should also rise along with her. And please do not give up your dreams of a brighter future in spite of what had befallen us. So, para makabit po natin ng lahat ng ating mithiin, hindi lang po para sa ating mga sarili, kundi sa Marawi at para sa ating bansa. And without much further ado, let me again welcome you to this event. Maraming salamat po sa inyo lahat at mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Thank you, Mayor Gandamra. May we now hear from the National Housing Authority General Manager, Marcelino Escalada Jr., the updates on the distribution of temporary shelter units here in Barangay Sagunsongan.
Thank you very much. Mr. President, members of the Cabinet who are present this afternoon, allow me in behalf of the Task Force Bangon Marawi, the HADSI Chair, the DPWH, the City Government of Iligan and Lanao del Sur, and the National Housing Authority to brief you on the latest developments of our transitory shelter in Barangay Sagunsungan, Marawi City. Next. This is the area, Mr. President, that we have chosen, and this has been the subject for a lot of deliberation and discussion with the local government of Marawi. Approximately, this is 40 kilometers from Iligan City proper and 4.4 kilometers from Marawi City. And in fact, we measure this to be 3.57 kilometers from ground zero on a straight line. This is our performance targets, Mr. President, Mayor. We are very aware that there are 6,400 temporary shelters that we need to construct for the people of Marawi. And this is the design. And we also have the 2,700 permanent shelter. This is the design which we hope to establish and construct in the site, in a property owned by the National Housing Authority in Barangay Papandayan. And also, a lot more to come with a bigger, more spacious, individual, single detached housing shelter for all the people of Marawi. Allow me to share with you some of our specifications. This is a 22 square meter floor area over a 54 square meter lot area. We have subjected this, Mayor, with consultations. NHA did not come to a conclusion to design and implement this project. We did a lot of consultations with the people of Marawi as long as together with the employees, with the local government units, and the barangay officials. And they came up with this final design and final suggestion. So allow me to share with you, Mr. Mayor and Mr. President, that we have fully developed the land. Meron siyang drainage, meron siyang concrete road, and this is one of the better temporary shelters that we can offer to the people of Marawi. Mr. President, the Site 1, which is Barangay Sagunsungan, has 6 areas. We are on Area 3 and 4. So in Area 1, we need to construct 114, Area 2, 219, Area 3, 110, Area 4, 150, Area 5A, 50, Area 5B, 160, Area 6, 346. All in all, for Site 1 only, Mr. President, we will be delivering to the people of Marawi this coming March of 2018, 1,149 shelters. We already have coordinated with the people of the local government together with Mayor Gandamra that we are already moving because we are more than 50% complete with our Site 1. So we will move to Site 2, Site 3, Site 4, and Site 5 respectively. And the Mayor, in our earlier discussion, already made mention of 2 confirmed sites for Site 2 and Site 3. So at any time, Mr. President, towards the end of the month and even for February, we will start the land development already for Site 2 and Site 3. Mr. President, Mayor, our temporary shelter is fully equipped with active facilities of power and water 24/7. We will also provide, this is the major scale for the permanent shelter, but we will have a minor scale for this. But nevertheless, the same facilities will be present in all of our temporary sites whether from Site 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We will offer to the people of Marawi 15 classroom school buildings, madrasa, the wet and dry market, material recovery facility, open court, daycare center, health center, livelihood center, and transport or terminal for the mobility of our residents in Barangay Sagunsungan and in all other sites. As of today, Mr. President, in 6 sites, there are 712 active constructed units completed in various stages. Ang uban nahuman na by 100%, ang uban 80%, ang uban 50%. But as of today, Mr. Chair, Mr. President, and Mayor, we would like to offer the gift of the Duterte administration, the 400 fully completed units for the people of Marawi, and eventually, every 2 weeks thereafter, another 10, another 20, another 50, until we shall have completed the 1,149 this coming March of 2018. Towards the end, we will proceed with the development of Site 2, Site 3, and Site 4 until we're able to complete the 6,400, Mr. President. Thank you.
Thank you, General Manager Escalada Jr. Please remain on stage as we move on to the ceremonial distribution of Certificate of Acceptance and Occupancy. May we request President Duterte to witness the distribution of Certificate of Acceptance and Occupancy by General Manager Escalada Jr. to Mr. Bawik Makapundag, who is one of the recipients of the temporary shelter units. Thank you, President Duterte and General Manager Escalada Jr. We shall now proceed to the land bank programs for the rehabilitation of Marawi. To give us an overview of the available financing programs, may I call on the President and CEO of Land Bank, Mr. Alex Buenaventura.
Magandang hapon, mahal na Pangulong President Rodi Duterte. Ang Land Bank ho, nagtayo ng branch dito sa Marawi noong 1989, around 30 years ago. Ang Land Bank ho ay magre-reopen ho ngayong hapon ng ating branch. Nag-relocate ho tayo doon sa provincial capital dahil ho yung aming original branch nawasak po. Pati ho yung laman ng mga ATMs ho namin, 6, nakuha ho lahat yun. Ang Land Bank ho ay nandito para i-announce ang Land Bank Cares for Marawi program. Ito ho'y pautang sa lahat ng naapektuhan ng ating gulo o tawagin nating gera dito sa Marawi. Lahat ho na naapektuhan, basta meron ho kayong dating negosyo, gusto nyo hong magtayo uli ng negosyo nyo, hindi lang para sa gawin ng tindahan, kundi para sa working capital, para ho maibalik ang inyong negosyo. Basically, yan ho ang Land Bank Cares for Marawi Lending Program. Gusto ko rin hong i-announce na yung JICA, Japanese International Cooperation Agency, meron hong harvest program. Ang total amount ho niyan in pesos is 1.7 billion. atin din hong i-offer sa mga agri-based, no? Agri-based projects dito po sa Marawi. Lalo na ho yung mga processing ng mga produkto, vertical integration, doon ho ang ating gustong tulungan, yung mga agri-based cooperatives na magkasarili sila ng kanilang rice mill, o ano ba, feed mill ba, o ano. So yan po ang dalawang financing programs na sana ho'y makatulong sa pag-rehabilitate ng Marawi at probinsya ng Lanao del Sur. Gusto ko rin hong sabihin, iti-turn over ho natin, Mr. President, ang 15 million hong donation namin, 10 million po sa ating Marawi City at 5 million po sa ating province. At iti-turn over din ho natin yung meron ho kaming corporate social responsibility project. Yun ho ay water systems. Ang tawag ho nila dyan water filtration system. Yung system na yan daw, 2.5 million gallons daw ang pwedeng linisin at pwedeng inumin. Wag lang daw ho seawater. So, meron ho tayong 60 filtration systems para ho sa 60 barangays na iti-turn over ho natin ngayon. At meron din ho kaming program, 760 books ho. Ito daw ho'y libro na bagay sa mga bata na may challenge daw, katulad nitong challenge natin na nagkaroon tayo ng gulo dito. At gagamitin daw ho yan sa book reading para ho matanggal yung problema sa isipan ng ating mga kabataan. Sukran. Wassalamu alaikum.
Thank you, Mr. Buenaventura. Please remain on stage as we move on to the turnover of assistance. May we request the President to witness the turnover of the following assistance from Land Bank. For the local government of Marawi, may we request Mr. Buenaventura to turn over the 10 million financial assistance and water filtration system to Mayor Mahul Gandamra. Thank you, Mayor Gandamra. For the local government of Lanao del Sur, may we request Mr. Buenaventura to turn over the 5 million financial assistance and educational books to Vice Governor Mamintal Adyong Jr. Thank you, President Duterte, Mr. Buenaventura, and Vice Governor Adyong Jr. At this point, may we hear from the Ayala Foundation President, Ruel Maranan, his briefing on the Siapan Community-Based Drug Rehabilitation Center.
Mr. President, Mayor Rodrigo Duterte, esteemed Cabinet Secretaries, LGU officials, men and women of the AFP and PNP, mga kababayan sa Marawi at sa buong Mindanao, maraming salamat po at maayong hapon sa inyong lahat. Unang-una, maraming salamat po sa oportunidad para hayaan niyo po kaming bigyang descripsyon ang Siapen Center. Siapen is a Maranao word for care, and this is exactly one of the core values that Ayala has in common with our Marawi partners and the national leadership. Siapen is our response to your call, Mr. Mayor, President, for the private sector to help in the rehabilitation of drug dependents. The Ayala Group, through Ayala Foundation, is happy to have partnered with the city government of Marawi on this project. The Siapen Center is a 70-bed, two-story facility with a total floor area of 850 square meters, sitting on a lot area of 2,000 square meters. It is also, or it has an activity area in both floors, rooms for counseling and consultation, a kitchen for food preparation area, and restrooms meant for both in-house and outpatients. This is located in Barangay Poblacion, near the GMA Transport Terminal. The building used to be a public market and is owned actually by Marawi City Government. We understand that this is the same building, Mr. Mayor, where you had your meeting de avance in Marawi in 2016. Now, we are proud to show it to you when you find time, how it has transformed. It is designed under a culturally sensitive framework. Siapen has a prayer room and is adjacent to a mosque. It is more or less a kilometer away from Camp Ranao and 3 kilometers away, or around 10 minutes away from this barangay. The structure was actually completed more or less 2 days before the siege and now stands a proud survivor and a symbol of Marawi's resilience. Aside from the refurbishment of the building worth 30 million, Ayala is also giving a cash of work funding of 3 million for the livelihood initiatives of Marawi City. 2 service vehicles, which are currently in transit now here to Marawi, were provided by the Bank of the Philippine Islands to be part of Siapen's assistance package. But to address the current needs of the internally displaced persons in Marawi, Siapen will be enhanced as economic hub of the city, catering to short-term livelihood of the residents. The center will now become nucleus of Marawi's Cash for Work program. To the Ayala Group, we consider Siapen Center not only a symbol of our commitment to support the recovery of Marawi and its people, but it also carries on our corporate tradition of working with communities in Mindanao. At this point, Mr. President, Mayor, allow me to read the message from our President COO, Fernando Zobel de Ayala, and I quote, "The Ayala Group remains committed to assisting our fellow Filipinos in Mindanao, particularly in the recovery and development of Marawi City. Through Ayala Foundation, the Ayala Group has been working closely with communities in Muslim Mindanao for more than 50 years, and we wish to continue to be partners in its progress. Indeed, we are grateful for our continued partnership with City Government of Marawi, not only for the Siapen Center, but also for the other initiatives that can help improve lives in the communities. Through livelihood support and other community development programs, we wish to reaffirm our support for the people of Marawi on their way to recovery. Mabuhay at maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat."
Thank you, Mr. Maranan. Please remain on stage as we move on to the turnover of assistance. May we request the President again to witness the turnover of the following assistance from Ayala Foundation, which will be received by Mayor Gandamra. These are the assistants. A check worth 3 million pesos for the IDPs in Marawi City, and keys of 2 units of vehicle. These are Toyota Grandia and Mitsubishi Estrada. Thank you, President Duterte, Mr. Maranan, and Mayor Gandamra. We shall now proceed to the ceremonial turnover of Small Business Corporation's 0% interest microfinance loan for Marawi beneficiaries as part of the 2.19 million loan for 150 Marawi beneficiaries. May we request DTI Secretary Ramon Lopez to turn over the check to the 150 awardees represented by Rokaya Makabantog. Thank you, Secretary Lopez, and thank you, Mr. President. At this juncture, may we call on the Secretary of Housing and Urban Development Coordinating Council and Chairman of Task Force Bangon Marawi, Secretary Eduardo Del Rosario, to introduce the guest of honor.
Mga Ginoo at Binibini, ang ating pinakamamahal na Pangulo ng Pilipinas, Mayor Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
Assalamualaikum. Maraming salamat po. You know, I have this notice that I have to take off at 5:45. If 5:43 na eh. But anyway, to the all sa gobyerno, isahin ko na lang, the armed forces, the police, at ang mga tumutulong sa atin, the Chinese community, and the donors, Ayala, and the big ones, really gave their best to help us. You know, it has never been an issue really of, I'm just would like to give you an advice. Do not follow the events that happened in the Middle East. It was the work of terrorism, but of course also of the unreasoned imperialism of some countries, which I would not want to mention now. Pero yan sila. They came there many years ago, exploited the resources of the Arabs, but at the same time with brutality, and divided the nations there in accordance with their wishes. They each claimed a territory. Gusto kong pahabain to, kaya lang I'm warned that I have to take off. Maybe I can find time with you again. I was invited again, and I'd be here most of the time just to oversee the progress of the work. Suffice it to say that I would like to first to ask, to beg for your forgiveness to the Moro and the Maranao. Alam mo, talagang at first sinabi ko, hindi ko ito kagustuhan. But you know, there were some events that occurred that I, as President of the Republic, had to respond. Otherwise, I have been a derelict of duty. And of course, might have been ousted. Talagang wala ang choice except that we had to do our part in government. Pero alam ninyo yan na pinakamabigat sa lahat na ayaw kong mangyari. But anyway, tapos naman at nandito and we have complied our promise. We will continue to fund. As a matter of fact, nandito yun sila, DTI, si Agriculture wala, but si Berna, nandito, even mentioning about agriculture. Diyan kami magbuhos ng maraming rehabilitation of your agricultural production here. And of course, yung mga may mga pera nakatago hindi doon sa land bank mo sa ibang lugar. I'm sure mayaman kayo, you can always rebuild your buildings there. But anyway, let us try to avoid terrorism. It is not ako nanggaling ang kaparte ko dito. It is not the correct way to obey Islam. You do not kill and destroy for no reason at all. Kaya wag nating papasukin. I beg of you not to allow them to enter because it will just cause massive destruction and the loss of lives, including the innocent one who are really the helpless in case of war. It was a nightmare to me being president and to see what was evolving here. hindi lang ako makapagpasyal, baka ako matarget rin ng sniper. So I had to seek cover sa kampo na yung kontrolado ko as president. Pero I really wanted to go out there and, maybe just cry with you. Pero that's how it. Avoid, kung gusto ninyong makita what happened, it's not only the work also of the Arabs. It has something to do with the foreigner. The way they handled and maybe brutalized the Arabs in the past. Pero hindi man tayo doon, dito man tayo, we try to build a new city. I will guarantee you for the remaining years that there will always be money for you. That you'll be able to rehabilitate your business kung talagang gusto lang ninyo. Pagandahin ninyo ang Marawi and welcome everybody. Alam mo, matagal kami. Diyan si Alonto. Nandyan si Dabs Mamao. Si Mamudyong. But kami ni Dabs, Brad kami. There was never an instance, even in the dormitory, ang kasama kong mga tausog, lasitan. I was a roommate of a mestizo Chinese tausog. To me, an issue ng wala talaga. And even in the PMA, matanong ninyo yung mga anak ninyo na nagtapos na. That issue of religion is never discussed, even in whispers. Kaya huwag kayong magduda sa akin. Pag gumanda na ito, invite everybody, invite the Christians because they want to see Lake Lanao. Just provide them security. Huwag kayong, puro tayo Pilipino. Ako kapatid yung ako, what would you get? Terorista gusto akong patayin? And so, if you kill me, what? You just continue except of improving at this time para sa mga anak natin. Huwag na lang tayo mag-away. Let us build a community para sa mga anak natin. Iwasan na natin yung droga para yung mga anak natin hindi maging gonggong. At ang yung mga anak nila magka-problema pa. That was what happened. So, itong kampo, hindi, sundalo, pulis, kailan pa ba sa inyo yan? But I'm going to set a camp here, but I will pay you. This is a military reservation. Pero may mga ari naman ng lupa, o sige na lang, kung anong makuha nila, bayaran na lang. We will pay. Para walang gulo. And that is your guarantee. You can order your military to help you in whatever, pati police ninyo. Wala yan sila. Sabi ko nga, matanong ninyo yung mga murong kapatid natin na sa PMA. Yung mga lalabas ako, it's not even discussed in whisper. I'm appealing to you na medyo redirect lang ninyo yung paradigm or the mindset and allow progress to take place. You will need the Christians as the Christian needs the Muslim population. The more na para we can improve the lives better than what our parents gave us. So, I have to go because I have to go. Pag nahulog yung aeroplano, going na ako, gun. Sa gabi. Pati, nagsasara eh. I have been here for about 8 times. Twice, it was aborted because I could not enter. I used to come here night time, take off na time. Sabi ko lang na wag lang sana ako tirahin ng buang dyan naghawak ng 50 caliber. Sasabog tayo dito. But ano, alam ko man na, wala maring kuha kayo sa akin kung patayin ninyo ako. As a matter of fact, this is our golden opportunity. We will proceed with the peace talks. And I said, I have been very, very frank. We avoid trouble in Mindanao. We go for a federal system. And we'll try to craft something that could fit the BBL. Or whatever is convenient that would make the Moro happy. Huwag na tayo Manila, hindi tayo kasali doon. We will not survive there. Gugutumin tayo and the lifestyle is far different from what si John Macarambon, naging kasama bang kami congressman rin yan. But we never really like it there. So nandito ako, umuwi ako, naging presidente tuloy ako. Ayaw ninyo ng maranaw na presidente? Baski konti na. Sige daw, makahanap ka ng maranaw, baski mistiso na lang. Ako yun. Totoo. So mag-usap-usap lang tayo. John, you can call Bong and with Bull here. So si Davs Mama, classmate ko, Brad ko pa sa fraternity. So mag-usap-usap lang tayo. Huwag tayo masyadong, do not expect me fighting with you. Luloko ba kayo? O you fighting me? For what? But the weather is not cooperating. Layo pa yung Cagayan, yawa. Uwi na ako sa... Yun yung po been wanting to... I heard that you have been wanting to talk. Maybe you can... Maybe cabinet meeting... Monday, you can go there. Ano gusto mo na mag-oath? Sabi mo, kaibigan ka ba niyan? What the fuck when I went there to save yung mga, ito naman kasi yung mga Kristiyano, they were giving away rosaries. Bawal ba talaga? Sa Kadabaw, so sabi ko kila John, pati sa Lupo din. Ang galing, sabi ko, punta doon, tulungan natin yung mga kababayan ko. So we were able to convince King Fad. Nagpasama ako sa kanila. Ganun kami Sabit-bit mag-away tayo. Ibigan na lang yung pagandahin ninyo, ipapasokin ninyo yung just like Sambuanga. The model is Malaysia. Bakit tayo dito napapatayan? Ang mabutit na lang, mayroon tayo dito si lahat. Nung nag-usap kami nitong how to rebuild Marawi, I will not mention the name, but mayroon silang presentation, committee. Sabi ko, sus. Pagkatapos niya, walang bahay dyan na isa. So, si General Ed de Rosario, siya yung task force Davao. No? Kilala ko siya. He's an honest man. There's integrity. Sabi ko, isang tao lang will call the shots. At matino talaga. Matino naman tayo sundalo ko. Totoo lang. And I will never condone abuses. If you think that sama mo na abuso kayo, may nawala, give it to John or kay Secretary Mamao. And I will try to investigate. I will not condone abusive. But I would also like to thank the brave men of the armed forces of the Philippines. Kasala na yung marami akong sundalo na Moro na namatay rin. I'll salute them for their katapangan nila to face terror. And the police. And police, marami rin akong police na Moro na namatay. So, sabi ko, it's a useless war. Naglalaro lang yung mga terorista. Do not allow them. Bakit sila makinabang? Magpunta dito tapos tingnan mo ginawa ng mga... O nandito sila ngayon. Nagatago dyan. Ginasight ako. Hindi mo naabot yung bala mo. Layo niyan. Sabi nga na, if Allah wants me there, I will go. That is what left. We all have our destiny. My destiny lies in the hands of Allah. Walang iba. If Allah says, time to go, time to go. But I am here always to help you. And I will help you because I am immortal. Hindi lang nga, full time. Pero wala rin akong ayaw ko rin mag-asawa ng marami kay girlfriend na lang. Kaya kung magligaw ako, kung magligaw ka na, sabihin ko, moro ako, pakasalan kita. Hindi, ako walang relo. Kristiyanos, pero pwedeng girlfriend na lang tayo. Ganun lang man yan. Tapos yung nakikinig buong Pilipinas. It's a riddle. You solve the riddle. Tanungin mo si John Makarambong kung ano yan. Punta na ako kay talagang madilim na. John.
Thank you, Mr. President. It is our great